Well, I think we're back. Bro, I need new glasses so soon. I'm just so fed up of all the scratches and smudges I get. That's better. Yeah, so over the time where I was not streaming, I actually decided to watch some videos. And those videos were so many people failing this Dialga hunt. So I told myself, I am not even going to entertain trying to whittle it down and catch it in an Ultra Ball. No. This thing is going straight in the Master Ball when I find it. And no one is convincing me otherwise. Plushie, welcome in. Thanks for the luck, I appreciate it. We're gonna need all that we can get. I might have forgotten to reset once. Let me check the stream. Okay, it was an 847 there. 48. Nope, we're caught up. We're fine. I actually have a lot longer to stream this time around. So, if you all have like something you want to do, either if we get the shiny this stream, or if you all like want to do something else, like last stream I switched over to Poke Rogue for like the last 20 minutes. If you all have like a suggestion or something, I'm more than willing to. Hold on. Yeah, no. I get so paranoid sometimes. Yeah, definitely on my agenda after after this hunt, I'm definitely gonna look to Sword and Shield and maybe hunt some legendaries, but who knows, I might need to decompress a little bit between hunts, you know how it is. Now I'll go ahead and pull it up because I think this is fun. I just realized an ad has been playing this entire time. I just paused this music. I was gonna say I don't recognize this music. It's because it was showing a home makeover with no words, no nothing. It was just what? No, it just had background music. Like I was like I was dead serious. I thought this was a track from Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze in the background. So only when I panned over to Google Chrome did I just stop that ad. Okay, what was I going to show you guys? Well, I'd love to show you guys a shiny. Okay, here, let me head to my channel. So this is what I did today. Let me pull it up. There we go. So I bought these Wii games. I don't know why. I was at like a local bookstore that I hadn't been to before, and I just saw the 6 stupidest games. It was 5. I already had one of these. But they were all hilariously done. Once I do this reset, I'll put them back on the screen. So here, I'll zoom in a bit. We got Megamind, Mega Team Unite. I had that one previously because I thought it was so stupid. I bought it like a couple years ago. Turbo Super Stunt Squad, like that weird snail racing. This is just power. What is it called? Hold on, I have it over here. Big League Sports, which is so obviously trying to rip off Wii Sports. It's painfully obvious. Like it's got the blue. It's got like it's so bad. Chicken Little, Ace in Action. You can't see the Chicken Little components, but it's Chicken Little. I think this next one is the stupidest. Here, I'll do this. Reset real fast. This next one is the stupidest. This is, let me go read off the title because it's kind of obscure here. Build-A-Bear Workshop Friendship Valley. It is the strangest Wii game I've ever come across. Hints as though it was only $1 at the bookstore. I kid you not. It was probably the cheapest Wii game I've ever bought. And then this last one is the B-Movie The Game, which I think is that speaks for itself. So here in the future, I'm gonna plan on doing a series on frustratingly bad Wii games, and I think all of these meet the quota for frustratingly bad. But I'm excited to do that. I just need to hook up my Wii and a sensor bar to OBS because I currently have the Switch plugged in. But I think that's going to be a really good series to kind of get this channel going. You know, I think it's unique. Like some of the games, I looked them up and they've got like almost no gameplay, no information. No one really makes games off of them. Like here, let's look up. I might be wrong here. I'm going off of a Megamind Mega Team Unite. Okay, so some people have done some gameplay, but nothing really like nothing crazy, you know? Nothing like I'm not like here. Let's take a look here. Let's make this a bit smaller. Yeah, like you got some walkthroughs. You got some cutscenes. No real like gameplay. Oh, that's not a fun ad. Some soundtrack. No one is really going crazy with this. And I think we could actually do something, you know? I just think it's a lot of potential for stupidity, you know? Any and all of these games, just because they're so few and far between to find. I'm not sure which one to do first, though. Part of me wants to start with Megamind, because it's just such a banger. Like, after the release of Megamind 2, and just how much of an internet classic it is, I think it deserves to go first. The only one, I'm really unsure about Big League Sports and how that'll do. I'm probably just going to market it as a Wii Sports ripoff and play into that. But I think they'll all be really fun. Maybe with the exception of Build-A-Bear Workshop, Friendship Valley. I think that one might not be I might not be the target audience. I'll say that much. You know what I should be doing? I really should be editing and actually making content. Because like my schedule has been so weird. I post, and I go on like a 4-day hiatus where I either just stream or do nothing. Which is really not healthy for a channel. But I mean, you know, these are the decisions that have been made. What can I say? Today at that same bookstore, I kind of contemplated it, but I almost wanted to pick up a copy of Shining Pearl and a Switch Lite, and kind of do like a double hunt almost. You know? But I don't know. It's just like I feel like there's something about getting them on this Switch because it's the OG for me that I kind of like. So you want to know what I saw the other day? I saw something very, very exciting. And that is the fact that Lethal Company is releasing a new update very soon. And I've been wanting to go back to the game. I think the game was a lot of fun, and it kind of was the first kind of spark for this channel until I just, like, it started falling off, so I dropped it. But I think with this new update, it's gonna be fun. Come on, they're adding trucks. What's not to love? Like, I just wanna run over my friends. Like, I think that's funny. I'm just excited for the potential of content that it brings. I am a content goober. I won't deny it. I need to think about what I should do next for content. Oh, these ads. I literally just skipped one. No, we cannot meet up sometime. I don't think we will. Bruce, welcome in. Glad to have you. Sorry if I'm not that talkative. I mean, thrilling content, I know. It's a chill stream anyway. But hey, I don't bite. I'm looking at chat. I'm watching for you guys. Not afraid to make a bit of conversation. You're fine, I'm just chilling. Makes two of us. Oh shoot, banger song. What are y'all thinking about 888 resets? You think we're lucky? So the one thing I'm on the lookout for today, other day, I might have already been over the story once before, but I got copyright claimed again, but this time it's stupider this time around. It's this person what they've done is to their credit, they've made a very semi-original song. It's not very original at all in the fact that they just use, here, you know what? I'm not afraid. I'm gonna play it. Need to find it, though. Need to find the correct track. Yes, here it is. This song is gonna get me copyrighted by a random channel who doesn't even own this song, because what happens is they've used this song in their so-called original composition, where it's original for the first 5-7 seconds, and then it's just this song. But they've made themselves an official music channel to the fact where they can say, oh, this song's mine. So apparently this song is theirs. So I'm not sure why I'm actually playing it on stream. It's not that it's gonna matter. Keith Cook, welcome in. Howdy folks, I haven't played the remix of Pokemon and Diamond Pearl again. Are they any good? No. They are... Look, I have bias, alright? I grew up with the Diamond Pearl games, and they'll always hold a special place in my heart for being a really good region and what I grew up with. But for Game Freak to hand, first of all, the first atrocity is Game Freak handed most of this development to Ilka, in which, you know, it's still Pokemon, but at the same time, just they messed with so many things that they didn't need to, and they just didn't add a lot. Take the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire remakes, for instance, and take these. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire adds so much dynamic, because it uses kind of the Mega Evolution shtick, kind of twists it, and just, it still keeps it what Emerald did wonderfully. Emerald, might I add. They took the game of Emerald, not Ruby, not Sapphire, but they took Emerald, because Emerald is the better game, right? I think we can all agree on that, because it came out later, and, you know, it's refined, and it has more features. But Ilka was like, no, let's take from the original Diamond and Platinum, or Diamond and Pearl. And I don't agree with that, because it doesn't have the battle tower. It doesn't have, it's missing so much from what I've heard. I'm currently not even done playing it, because I'm gonna be honest, I was like, this is just the same game I've been playing before, but in HD, you know? The remakes of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire made it so that, oh, I can Mega Evolve my Pokemon, oh, I can ride around Latios in 3D, that's cool, you know? It was just, it made it a different game, and one that was just as much fun to play as Emerald. Keith says, I like Diamond and Pearl, but I think that Platinum is better. Yes, Platinum is better, because in the same formula as Emerald... Hold on, I wasn't checking. Nope. In the same formula as Emerald is arguably better than Ruby and Sapphire, Platinum was released after Diamond and Pearl, has more features, and is just overall a better game. So for Ilka, the company who made Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, to make their game based off of Diamond and Pearl and not Platinum is a genuine mistake. The one saving grace is the real Game Freak employees were working on Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is my favorite modern... It's my favorite 3D Pokemon game. So it makes up for whatever the heck is going on here. And, like, okay, let me explain this as a shiny hunter. Atrocity number 2. These loading times are forever. Like, I counted. I had to count seconds because I had some counter shenanigans. Each reset takes 45 seconds, which is just it takes forever. When we're talking what? This was made 2021. I don't know. You have a modern game here, and I get it. Oh, 3D renders. Oh, blah blah blah. Like, there's a way. Tears of the Kingdom loads faster. Breath of the Wild loads faster, and that was made on the Wii U. Like, at this point, if you're making a Switch game that is not as intensive as Tears of the Kingdom, if it's lower, you have no excuse. I understand, game developing is hard, but if, like, it's just, like, these load times should not be in a Pokemon game. You should be able to use the console to its fullest and actually be able to, I don't know, make the load times faster. And the third atrocity is they changed the shiny charm. I figured this out day one of me doing streams. By the way, we're almost at 888 resets. Day one of me doing these Dialga streams, I figured out that the shiny charm, I don't have it. This is full odds anyway. But they made it so that it only affects Masuda method and egg breeding. Which is just... what? And I read up on it and they were like, oh, we think that radar hunting would be too broken if we were to apply the shiny charm to it. Because, to their credit, the shiny charm wasn't around in Generation 4. And in Generation 4 you had 1 in 50 odds if you were radar hunting correctly. But here's a bright idea. How about you modify the radar odds? Like, how about you change it so that's different? Maybe code? And even if so, let's just say you were to just say radar odds aren't changed if you're radar hunting. It doesn't matter. Why do you have to punish every single other form of shiny hunting? Why? Alright, this is the lucky one. We're on 888. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, it just... what were they thinking developing this? I'll give it its credit. They kept the underground and still made it pretty fun and added some new features to the underground, which is personally my childhood playing wireless with my brother. But it's just, it's not enough change. Like, okay, this is gonna be me. This is me nitpicking. Look at this. Close your eyes. And then look at this. And then look at that in the background. Same 3D render, right? Nothing changed. Let's look over here now. Same 3D render. I don't know. It just, I feel like they could have tried a bit harder. And, you know, go tell me. Oh, go code your own game. Go make a mainline Switch game. You got me beat, alright? I can't code. I play the games. I don't make the games. And I will have respect for game developers, but when you're working with a almost like I'd say this is like a $1 billion franchise. Just Pokemon itself. It's so marketable. It's like, I just don't understand what you're doing. Ruku, welcome in. What are the chances of a shiny Dialga? I just ranted about this, but I'm glad you're asking. It is 1 in 4,096. It could have been better, but Ilka decided to change the how the shiny charm works, and no. I don't know. So yeah, this is a full odds hunt whether I like it or not, and I can't do anything about it because these rates will always be 1 in 4,096. And it makes me want to bang my head against a wall. As respectfully as and as calmly as possible. Hold on, I forgot to read. I think I forgot to read Keith's. Pokemon Emerald is my most favorite Pokemon game. I'm playing through that right now. I actually just got to Fortree City. And I will admit, for older Pokemon, like we're talking 2005-ish, dang, that's a really good game. I would play Pokemon Emerald over Pokemon Scarlet 9 times out of 10. Like, the only reason I might stop playing Emerald over Scarlet is because I've played Emerald too much, you know? I just love it. Scarlet, like, if they went back to 8-bit, not 8-bit, if they just went back to pixels, I would be happy. I'd be happy. I truly would be. If we just went back into a time capsule of Gen 5, if we could just go back to Generation 5 and just these moving pixel models, I will be the happiest man on earth. Oh, I see. Haha, that's crazy rare. Yeah, it's a lot. And like part of me regrets starting this hunt, but at the same time, you know, I've made a committal. I don't know what to say. Like, I've started this hunt. I'm not just gonna end it. Not after doing 6 different live streams of it. No. Yeah, but I'm hoping once this is done, I can, I'm probably gonna head back over to Shield and do some hunting there in the Legendary Dens. I think that was actually, I think Legendary Dens, although not the best way of finding shinies, it is literally content heaven for shiny hunters. Because not only is it not monotonous in the fact that you're doing battle and, you know, you could also be hunting other shinies at the same time, but you're also doing it with viewers, which I think is crazy cool. Like, come on, shiny hunting with viewers, that's cool, you know? And that's innovative. So I think Sword and Shield has one of the best shiny hunting methods if you decided to pay extra for the DLC. Just Blom, welcome in. You are so cute, thank you. You're lucky you caught me while I'm single. He says, is it true that they removed the gambling in the remakes of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl? It is true. So, where does this go back to? I'm trying to think of the last games that had gambling. I think it was Gen 5 era. I might be wrong. Gen 5, where they removed the gambling features. Like, here. You know what? We're calling out we're going to... Wait, I don't think I can leave, can I? Can I fly out of here? Or do I have to go get Dialga? Here. I forgot how to fly. I don't even know how to fly. Can I just use... I can just use Town Map. Sorry, it's been a while since I've... No, I don't want to go to Pokédex. I want to go to Town Map. Where is it at? It should be over here, right? Veilstone? No, I can't fly, of course. Okay, but I would show you, but I think they replaced all of the gambling sites, or the gambling site with a fashion store where you can change your appearance, which is why I look the way I am and not like the classic Diamond and Pearl style. Which is, I'm happy about that. Like, I think if you're, look, back to the story of like why it got changed. Basically, it was all these parents like, my child is playing on slot machines. Can we not do that? Which, in fairness, is there is some merit in that argument, in the fact that, you know, teaching children to gamble is not the greatest idea. But at the same time, for those of us who are a little bit more mature, I do miss the gambling components. But for the sake of the younger generation, I think it was a good move. If it were up to me, and for like me personally, for my personal experience, I'd love it back. I think it was just silly, you know. It was less of going on the machines and more of just getting enough money to purchase whatever stuff I needed just by spamming like buy coins. So, oh yeah, and they did get replaced by these fashion stores in the, I'm not sure, I think they just got outright, I think it was pretty easy to replace them in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire because Mauville City became more of like a mall, and just like they completely reworked the entire city, which a huge fan of, by the way. But it was pretty easy to get rid of the game corner in that game, but in Diamond and Pearl they just had to in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl they just had to change it to just whatever they could think of. Ruku says kids are gambling with real money now with gacha games. You know, that's true. I don't think we'll be able to escape the reality, but if so many parents were calling on it back in like the 2000s era, then, you know, what choice do you have? And I think that's the funny thing, is that Mario Kart Tour was it was just all gambling. I played it for like half a year. It's it's it is shameless, and I think that's funny. That is fair for them to remove the gambling for kids. Yeah. If it would like if Pokemon was marketed towards, you know, let's just say 13 plus, maybe even 18. Yeah, sure. Put the game corner in. But because of Pokemon's audience, at least in the modern days, can't really do that. So, it is a time lost to history, but at least we had it at a certain point. Coming up on 900 resets. What other changes did they make in this game? I can't say for sure because I haven't done everything that there is to do. But the fact that I can't think of any more changes is bad. If we're gonna remake a game, I think it should always follow in the footsteps of what Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby did. I would have been totally okay if they had somehow worked Dynamax into this game. Because, you know, in the same way that Mega Evolution was the thing for X and Y, they just brought it over to Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby and they made it work. And that's cool. I understand they're doing away with Z moves for the Gen 7 gimmick. That makes sense, because, you know, you're translating across different consoles, and plus they weren't the most popular thing anyway. But I feel like it's entirely possible to do it here, you know? It just, I feel like I'm playing Diamond, but just with better graphics. But I think they should have replaced the slots with battle towers. Yes! Yes, they should have. Without a doubt. Them missing a battle tower. Like, what? I don't know what all I can see in here. But like fight area, I don't think this is even a battle tower. I don't think like there's one in here. As much as it says fight area, I don't think it's a battle tower. I'm pretty sure, because I remember hearing like the original buzz about it. That it wasn't, that they didn't have the battle tower from Platinum. It was something that they were missing. I love this song, but it's loud. Yes, they should have done battle tower. Here, I'm gonna look it up. Pokemon BDSP Battle Tower. Okay, so there is a battle tower, it seems, but it's not the same as it was in Platinum. It's like more linear. So yes, there is a battle tower, but it's not as it was. Versus Platinum. Here, let's see if that. See, here's a Reddit post. BDSP versus Platinum. Some rambling thoughts. I'll just kind of read this out. Things I prefer about Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. What? This person doesn't like Looker. What? Like, I knew they removed Looker, but why wouldn't you like him? He's chill like that. Okay, I'm just gonna look past that. They made the Elite 4 levels higher? Well, I mean, you've got the entire team gaining EXP points now, instead of just the Pokemon up front and your EXP share. I think they should have stayed with Megas and not those stupid other forms. Yes, I think in hindsight, if we're looking at Gen 7 and them saying, hey, let's do something new, to Gen 7's credit, they kept Mega forms. They kept all the Mega Stones in the game, kept it as a gimmick, and they added Z moves, which I think was a really great idea. I think that's a pretty fantastic way of doing it. Is keep the most liked gimmick. Here, I don't think I. Yeah, there we go. Keep the most liked gimmick, and then try something new. You know, that's what Gen 7 did. But when they completely did away with it in Generation 8, and you can't say like, oh, it's because they switched platforms. No, Megas were in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, but they removed it for Dynamaxing. I love Looker, and they should never have gotten rid of him. I 100% agree with you. I think he's just such like a, like, there was something about whether I saw him in Gen 4, Gen 7, Gen 6, there was something about when Looker walked into the room, you're like, oh shoot. So, like, I got trouble afoot, you know? Like, something's brewing. There was just something, like, it just felt cool. Because this person in the Reddit post says that they think it was like boring and lengthy and bleh. Like he said, like they say, never realized how often he just dragged out some moments without really doing anything until playing Brilliant Diamond. Like, no, I don't agree. They do have gym leader rematches that are higher level and harder. No HMs. I think the no HMs move after Generation 6 was a pretty interesting idea. I never enjoyed having to tug around a Bidoof with Cut. It just felt like such a waste of space. So I like the way they've done it now. As much as I appreciate having HM moves on some of my Pokemon in the older games, I do think it is a better quality of life change for just the general experience in Pokemon. Let's keep reading. Multiple TMs given by characters. So like the gyms would give you one TM in the old games, now they give like a couple. That's cool. Okay, they did keep the ball capsules, which is a good thing. I'm glad they kept ball capsules. I would have thrown a fit if they didn't keep ball capsules. So yeah, I'm now looking at this now. The cons are far outweighing their pros. There's some bugs. Like, have you seen that one with the ice gym leader where you can just walk diagonally and skip all the snowballs? I think that's a really famous clip now. Shoot. Okay, let's read some of the bad stuff. Sprites. Okay, they just prefer the 2D ones. Barry stomping animation. Right, because he was just so much more reckless. Like, you had thump versus thump. Like, it was just like less enthusiastic in the text. I thought Barry was hilarious in like Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, I guess. But I think in here he just feels like a little bit more of a, just like a, maybe a little bit reckless. But like I just loved his personality in the old games in which they'd kept that. Let's keep reading. I'm skipping a lot of these. They... Yeah, they didn't like the zooming in and like the weird transitions that they had, which I agree with. I think the whole chibi style was a mistake. It works in older Pokemon games. When you're in the new stuff, it's hard to recreate that without pixels. New evil team ideal, Team Frost. No, oh, a new evil team idea, Team Frost, which focuses mostly on using ice type Pokemon. So evil that they freeze their enemies' hearts. That's a really good idea, and I hate to. I'm gonna crash your party here. I'm sorry. Team Plasma had a pretty heavy ice theme. In a good part of the story. I think it was Black 2, White 2, with the whole Kyurem shenanigans, I think. But that sounds like actually like I feel like I would like an evil team that uses more ice. I'm sick and tired of dark and poison and whatever other typing we feel like today. You know, but I do agree with your point in the fact that these I don't think you made this point audibly, but I feel like these evil teams have gone down, and a lot of people point to Gen 7 as the main culprit. I don't think it's Gen 7. I think Gen 7 still did a really good job of making a good evil team. Because, okay, Gen 7 spoilers, peoples. I sure hope you've played the game by now. Or at least seen enough. Team Skull wasn't the bad, like, they were bad, but they weren't the main bad guy. All of a sudden, when, like, you're told to go to the Aether Foundation, all of a sudden, like, the Aether people start battling you. Like, that's like a crazy switcheroo, because these Team Skull people are, like, so obviously the bad guys, and then, boom, it's the Aether Foundation, you know? I think that was really cool. Like, they did really, really good with that. And, like, additionally, I love the musical themes of Guzma. I just thought Team Skull and Aether Foundation were very, very interesting as evil teams. Even if, like, the reason people point to Team Skull is like, oh, they're more of a gang than they were, like, evil. That they were just supposed to be a gang. They were supposed to be the diversion. But nowadays, like, I point to Team Yell. I think Team Yell was the kind of downfall. Because really, if you're looking at it, there wasn't too much of an evil team. Because the evil, Sword and Shield spoilers, once again, the evil team was more of two people. Like, you know, you had Rose and what's her name? Agatha? No, not Agatha. I've watched too much WandaVision. What is it? Oleana? Oleana, I think. I don't know. That lady with the red dress. It was just those two. kind of running the show. And that just didn't sit right with me. I wanted an evil corporation, you know? Because, and Team Yell didn't cut it either. Because they're just a bunch of simps. Like, you're following this random girl around and saying you could, like, I just don't see it. It's weird. To me, Team Rocket is still the best evil team in Pokemon. Yeah, no, I think I agree with you. They're the original. I think they've been, if we're talking Team Rocket, like every single time it's been mentioned, they're present in both Generation 1 and 2. If we're like looking at Jesse and James and Meowth from the anime, iconic, amazing. And also they make an appearance in Generation 7's post-game, which is actually really cool. Like, I think Rainbow Rocket is a little bit on the cringe side, but the fact that, like, spoilers again, the fact that they bring in all of these evil variants and kind of open up the Pokemon multiverse for like 5 seconds. They don't like overdo it like Marvel does, but it's like, I don't know, like with the whole wormhole shenanigans. I think that was really cool. So I agree with you in the fact that Team Rocket is the best. My personal favorite, though, has to go to Team Galactic. There is something so sinister about Cyrus being like, I don't want to control the world. I just want to. Well, yes, he kind of. His ideals did morph into being like, let's restart and make this better. That was his original, and I think he went to let's restart and make it better, and I'll be God, you know, which I can't get behind that. But I think Team Galactic was the coolest, just because of like how they trapped those what is it, the emotion trio? Yeah, that's what they are. Trapped the emotion trio, made their whole red chain shenanigans, which I thought was cool. But like in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, I think the mood gets ruined whenever I see little chibi Cyrus with those big eyes and tiny legs and ginormous head. Like, come on, this ratio is not normal. Their head is as big as their body. That's not right. It just doesn't work in 3D. Oh, and don't even get me started on Gen 9's evil team. They're children. Their whole shtick is that they're rebellious children. What? Like, I genuinely, like, I can see what you're trying to do for Gen 8, especially as though there was still evil intent behind Rose and Oleana. But what are you doing in Gen 9? Like, it just that's the thing. And like the evil, like the actual evil thing doesn't even count, because it's just AI protocol. It's just, oh, I'm a robot now, and my robot capabilities, oh, spoilers by the way, my robot capabilities make me want to do robot things and not want you to pass. Better defeat my robot version of myself. Goodbye. Like, it just didn't feel like there was an evil to rally behind. And I'll go ahead and say, I think the story was still really good for Gen 9. But again, I miss having a pure evil person to just say, I'm gonna beat your cheeks, and I'm gonna destroy you with my level 65 Sceptile, you know? Please no more fusions of Pokemon, because this is Pokemon, not Digimon. What do you mean fusions? I don't think we've seen fusions unless we're talking about that one. If you've seen any fusions, then here, let me pull it up. If you've seen fusions, because there was a big phase of the internet where there were Pokemon fusions, it's not canon. Like, I'll see if I can pull up like a couple short of these. I actually watched some of these. These were good. Let me click, and then see if I can mute this. I'll bring it over. We're going on a stream detour. Yeah, this stuff. This is not canon. This is a ROM hack made by the community who just got bored and wanted to do crazy stuff. So these Pokemon fusions aren't actually canon. It's just a bunch of people having fun and making their own Pokemon game. So not actually a part of the Pokemon universe. If that's what you're referring to. If you're referring to something else, please let me know. Because I think I might have it, but it's not canon. Don't worry. Pokemon is my most favorite anime, and Dragon Ball Z is my favorite. I want to get into anime. I think there are certain shows that I'm like, too many episodes for me, but there are some that I'm like, have genuine interest in. I've watched a little bit of the Pokemon anime. When I say a little bit, you know, the original season, and then just whatever episode was on that Cartoon Network at the time, you know. But I did watch a lot of XYZ. That was fun for me. I probably watched that second most to Indigo League. Yeah, but I have not watched Dragon Ball or anything else. I've only watched a single episode. If we're talking like real anime, that's real anime that's not Pokemon, because Pokemon is real anime, don't get me wrong. I've only watched one of, what is it called? Solo Level. I just got into that a couple days ago. And I've only watched one episode because it was with a buddy of mine. But that's the only one that I've gotten into. If you all have like any recommendations that aren't like 1,000 episodes long, sorry One Piece, sorry Dragon Ball, sorry like Naruto. I'm not sure how many episodes Naruto is. But if you will have any good like anime recommendations that won't take me 17 years to catch up on, let me know, because I'm open. I'm referring to when they fuse some of the legendaries. Oh, I see what you mean. Right, hold on. I know what you mean now. Fuse legendaries Pokemon. Let's see if we can... Oh, no, these are not what I'm trying to get at. No, these are just all fan art. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm trying to say... You're right, you're just referring to Black and White Kyurem, Dusk Necrozma and Dawn Necrozma. Yeah, I think those were interesting concepts. I liked it, because if you read in a little bit more in Generation 5, you'll find out that Kyurem, Zekrom, and Reshiram were all once one Pokemon, and they got split into 3. So I do think that unfortunately we're still gonna get more fused legendaries like that, but I think they're done making new stuff that's not already in Pokemon canon. Like, I don't think I was too much of a fan of Dawn Necrozma and Dusk Necrozma. or I think it was Duskmane Necrozma and Dawnwing Necrozma. I think they were interesting, especially when you did their whole uh, Ultra Necrozma thing. I think Ultra Necrozma is crazy. That was probably the scariest boss fight I've ever had in Pokemon. But just the designs as a whole, I were not too much of a fan of. Black and White Kyurem, I do enjoy though. I think that was more of a groundbreaking, like, holy crap, we're fusing Pokemon now. That was kind of the Gen 5 gimmick, I guess. But I can see how that might be a bit appalling. Are you interested in Pokemon hack games? Not. It depends. I don't think I'd play them of my own volition. I think if, like, I actually amassed a following one time and played it on stream, if you guys, like, asked me to, I would. But I think I would personally stick to mainline. Unless the quality gets actually so garbage that the fans do it better, then I'll do some ROM hacks. Only kind of unofficial Pokemon game that I've played is Pokerogue. I've been getting into a lot of Pokerogue recently. And that's less of a story, and from my knowledge at least, that's less of a story and more of a how many battles can you complete in a row without dying, I guess. And they don't make any money off of people playing or ads or sales, so it looks like the website will continue to run. That's right, it's just a website. It's not even something you have to download. Oh, I never stopped reading that Reddit post of things that are better in Platinum. Hmm. Oh yeah, the Poketch. The Poketch being what button even is the Poketch? Yeah, there it is. There it is, guys. Look at this thing. You gotta press the R button to use the Poketch. I forgot this thing existed. Because, in fairness, it's better. This is the best they could have done for the Switch. But at the same time, I don't know. The Poketch still feels weird. But again, what can you do? You don't have that double monitor like you used to. Alright, I'm gonna keep reading. The villa. Oh, that's right, they got rid of the villa. That sucks. No Porygon. Okay, so here's what we were talking about earlier. The Battle Frontier. So the Battle Frontier is they brought the Battle Tower in, but it's not the same as the Battle Frontier apparently. So they're different things, which is what we were talking about earlier. Keith says there's a remake of Pokemon Platinum that is being made by some fans that is going to come out and it looks really good so far. If that does come out, I'll be sure to look into it because I am interested. I would love to play a real remake of Pokemon Platinum. Not whatever this is. I'm shiny hunting this because I felt like it. This was a very much a not me. I was not using my brain when I got into this hunt. Okay, so the fact that the Battle Frontier wasn't in kind of sucks. I'm just going back to the whole mega discussion and kind of the gimmicks that they used. I'm glad. I don't know if you've heard. I'm sure most of you have if you're watching this, but Pokemon Legends Z through A is very, very intriguing. I'm probably more hyped for that Pokemon game than any other Pokemon game, than anything before. Because the hype died off about 20 minutes after I saw the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl trailer. I was like, oh, we're getting BDSP, or we're getting Diamond Pearl remakes, yay. But just, no. Like, my excitement was gone. Once I was like, this is weird. But Legends Z through A, promising to bring back Mega Evolution, which, you know, we expected once they did Gen 6 remakes. Sticking to the Legends format, which is why I love Legends in the first place. The only thing that has me worried for Z through A, and you might not have seen this, because I think this was a little bit hard to find. Pokemon Legends ZA being only in Lumoy Eyes. Yes. Okay, I'll pull this up here in a second. Here, take a lookie. Pokemon Legends Z through A is set entirely within Lumoy Eye City. I think what you will, but that that rubs me the wrong way. Just Lumoy Eye City? Is that it? Like, it's a pretty big city, but I would like to go out and explore. I'd like to go out and explore the region, not stay in the city, you know? That's the only thing that has me worried. The remake of Platinum is going to be what Diamond and Pearl should have been. Good. Good. I'm hoping that comes to fruition. Because I would play that in a heartbeat, probably. Aside from that one fact, for Legends Z through A, I am excited for it. Maybe Lumoy Eyes is big enough. Here, I'm gonna read this article on it. This means we won't be adventuring around the... Oh, get this ad out of my face. The larger Kalos region whatsoever in the new Pokemon game, which is a big change from the past few mainline Pokemon games. I don't know, I was excited to go and explore the Kalos region, you know? And now we're just staying in the city. Here's hoping that they don't actually have that planned. Maybe it was some media manager that mixed up the words. Yeah, because like the Nintendo of America, um, they said this, Nintendo of America. Watch to see the reveal trailer for hashtag Pokemon Legends ZA, a new adventure set entirely within Lumoyi City. Hmm. I don't know. I feel like I want elaboration. There is videos of YouTube on the remake of Platinum if you want to check it out sometime. I think I will. I've not heard any bustle about this game. I'm not sure if it's new. Here, I don't think I can show it on stream, but I will definitely look it up. Pokemon Platinum fan remake. Interesting. Oh, is it already out? It looks like it might be out because I'm seeing videos on gameplay as of 8 days ago. Here, let me see if it's real. Hmm. I'm trying to get through this intro. I'm just on kind of the homepage trying to... Okay, so yes, it is a... Okay, so it's a fixed version of BDSP. That makes sense. Because like some of them are like, oh, it's Gen 5 graphics. Some of them actually have it changed in BDSP. So I think there's multiple maybe. I'll definitely check any and all of them out for sure. What number do you think we're getting this shiny at? I'm interested to see what it might be. We've already done a pretty good amount of resets, I'll be honest. I just have this feeling. I have this feeling it's gonna happen soon. Just something deep down inside of me says sometime within the next 10 resets, we're gonna get something. What do we name the Dialga once it comes? I'm still looking for a name. I'm telling you, I've asked. I've asked someone to name it, and they didn't. If he comes in and still wants to name it, he's more than welcome to. But we need name suggestions, because I am clueless. I'm hoping that you will get that shiny Dialga. All the luck. Why did I say Dialga? Dialga. Dialga. All the luck in the world to you. Hey, I really appreciate it, Keith. It means a lot that you've kind of stuck through it with me. I appreciate talking to someone, I'll be honest, you know. It's made these, what, past 70 resets go by a lot faster. So I appreciate you being here. I truly do. Oh man, this song goofy. We're going to some Mushroom Bridge. Some Double Dash. Diamond Eyes, how about that as a name? I don't think the eyes, I think the eyes might stay red. Shiny Dialga. Yeah, eyes are still red, so I don't think that would go. Like, I see a lot of blue here. I don't know about you. If the eyes were blue, I'd definitely think about it. Diamond chest? Will that even fit? I don't think that'll fit in the characters. I'll be honest. Like, even Diamond is pushing it in terms of character limit. Hold on, let me look it up. Character limit of names in BDSP. D-I-A-M-O-D. Yeah, it exceeds it, unfortunately. What's that move? Here. What's that move in anime that stops time? Here, let me see it. I think that'd be a fun. Yeah, I think it's Dio's move. I haven't watched the anime, but I think that's a funny callback. I think Dio might be a fun name for it, just because of how Dialga manipulates time. I think unless someone else convinces me otherwise, or that guy that I originally asked to name it comes in, I'm gonna name it Dio, like D-I-O. I just typed it in. There's crazy stream delay, so you probably saw me type it in like 20 seconds ago, but that's probably why I'm reading out chats late. If you all are like, oh, I asked him like 25 seconds ago a question and he didn't respond, it's probably why. I needed to set my OBS to minimum delay next time I start to stream. Now, here I got a funny story for you guys. Today was a fail. I didn't waste $5. I didn't. No, I didn't. I was told someone messaged me over Discord and was like, "Hey, you need to play this game for your channel." And here, let me show it. Um, it steals. Okay, here it is. It's this game on Steam. So it's basically this survival horror thing where it's an absolute monstrosity. And if you'll figure out something about me, it's that I am a scaredy cat at heart. I am so easily frightened. Like my goodness, it's really hard for me to tolerate horror games. So when I downloaded and started to play this game and figured out it was a horror game, I lost it. I have about 5 minutes of footage absolutely losing my mind over like the most subtle noises. Because you put me in a dark, closed area and you force me to move and complete the objective. Oh, holy crap. Like, I'm probably going to upload it as a YouTube short. Or maybe just as like a 5-second clip. No, it's not for like 5 seconds. Maybe it's just like a 30-second clip of me chickening out on that game. Oh my gosh, I hated it so much. I have the footage. But I hate horror games so much. I think the same developer made Lethal Company. I can handle Lethal Company pretty easily, in fact. I don't like being alone with entities in the room that might be able to kill me. But at the same time, it's not as scary of an environment as It Steals was. Because I couldn't handle that at all. Yeah, but I don't plan on doing any horror content unless it actually performs well. You will not find me playing horror games for fun. No, that is horror games for work. You'll catch me playing Mario Kart in my free time. That's the type of guy I am. I'd rather play competitive games. But you tell me, be honest, I'll be dead serious here. Do you want to know what my childhood mascot fear was? Freddy Fazbear. I kid you not, I did not want Freddy Fazbear in my room, bro. Like, that thing was creepy to me as a kid. Because I watched some dude play FNAF. and I got like really close to like I was like watching over him. I got close to his phone screen, and all of a sudden like Freddy leaps out. I'm like, for some reason that traumatized me. I don't know why. I was just a young, impressionable child when I saw FNAF. Was not for me. Skip. There you go. Who's pinging me? I'm getting pinged in Discord. I love horror games. I don't get scared at all of anything, but it's cool that you do that because we're all different. That's what makes it special. Yeah, that's what makes us different. That's what makes us special. Now, I wish I had your superpower of just being completely just like unfazed, but yikes. Like I'm telling you, this thing was scary. I'm gonna probably release that short, and then if people are like, yo, you should play horror games. Your suffering is hilarious and great for content. Sure, I will. But I'll hate every second of it. Not as in like a I hate what I'm doing, but as in like more of a like a laugh, kind of a love hate, you know? I'll be scared in the moment, but once I'm out of it, you know. Yeah, it's gonna take. I don't know if I want to reopen that game. That was, like, I'll give Zeekers credit, the developer. Great game. Because you had me frightened within 30 seconds of me pressing start. I need to do another Mario Kart stream soon. Those were fun, I'll be honest. If you do, you should start with the Resident Evil games. It's my most favorite horror video game franchise. I'll take a look into that. That sounds... I've heard a lot of good stuff about Resident Evil. Not played it before. Resident Evil 4 is my most favorite. Should I start with Resident Evil 4, or should I, like, go before that, you know? Because, like, I know a lot of game franchises are like, oh yeah, you can start wherever. Like Breath of the Wild, or games like that, but just making sure. I don't know if there's, like, lore I need to miss, or something like that. Oh, forgot to press save. That's crazy. Starting out with the first Resident Evil game. Where can I find it? Is it on Steam? Because I don't have any. I don't do PlayStation or Xbox. Can I find that on, like, Epic Games or Steam or anything on the PC? Because if I can, I'll definitely entertain it. But if it's, like, console exclusive, I don't know. We have once again gone into my non-talkative era. Hope you all remain happy. Still want to talk, but there's only so much yapping that a man can do, because I've yapped about yapping so much. Like, even right now, I'm yapping about me yapping too much. I've exhausted all of my, like, my talking points when I'm out of talking points. You know what I mean? Because so many times I've been absolutely speechless on stream that I just have to, like, I don't know, make up something to talk about. Not like make up, but, like, at the same time, just, like, find something, if anything, to talk about. I don't know if you can play it on PC because I use consoles only. I would check and see if it's on PC. Let's check right now. Resident Evil Steam. Yes, you can get Resident Evil on Steam. That is good news. Um, if you all could excuse me for a second, I actually need to go do something real fast. Um, I won't be like, I won't be long. Hold on, I need to, yeah, okay, that's good enough. I don't care. Um, I need to go for like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe. So, if you all excuse me, I'll be right back to the grind. Stick with me, I won't be gone for long. I am so sorry, I am back. Okay, where were we? Let's get that out of here. Oh, and in perfect time for Waluigi Pinball. Yeah, had some family stuff to attend to. Nothing huge. Like, not like bad family thing, just like, you know. Call my brother, he's away for the summer. Love that dude. Keith says, good night, I gotta get some sleep. Busy day for me tomorrow. Love to you all. Love to you too, man. Get some rest, you're gonna need it. For the other 4 of you sticking around, I appreciate it. Glad we still got this show on the road. Y'all, we're on our way to 1,000 resets. Isn't that crazy? I think we're gonna, I'm probably gonna stop today at 1,000 resets. I think that's gonna be good enough. I also have some other business to attend to, so I think that'll be a good stopping point for all of us once we get there. Still 40 resets out, so we still have some time on stream. Yeah, hey, sorry guys. I wanted to wrap it up at 1,000, but there's something I need to attend to really soon. I'll do this last reset, but we'll make it to 1,000 next stream. I hope that's okay with you guys. I appreciate everyone coming in here. It's meant a lot, so I think now is just a good time to de-escalate. Unless we get it right here. Nah, we don't. Okay. I'm sorry it's abrupt. I know I usually give them a warning before in streams. But, yeah. Hope everyone has a wonderful night. And, yeah. Be seeing you later.